So I want to start this module talking about timing. That if you want to launch a particular product or service or business, it's really important when you launch it. That a prime example to do with COVID is also to do with video calls. That in the past few years, it's really exploded. That now it's really commonplace that people use video, be it Zoom, Teams, Google Meets, and all of the others. There are lots of options out there for that. But actually, if in 2023, 2024, you wanted to launch a new platform for global video chat, it's quite a saturated, tough market that it's going to be really hard to break into. That when you look at this, we really need to really craft the position for what your business is and how it's different to really make traction. One example that we use in the textbook is actually to do with messaging in terms of how people use things for business. The email has been around for years, for 25 years, and it's quite common. But a lot of people felt that actually instant messaging for business as a way to communicate quickly and share files was a good option. So when Slack launched, it launched itself as a communications product, not as a new email product, and it tried to find its own niche in the market through clever brand positioning. Or, for instance, with the roadmap, business education has been around for hundreds of years, but it's traditionally been quite exclusive, and it's all based on academic theory and references and lots of particular marketplaces. That with what we wanted to do was make business education accessible and go the complete pivot. That although it's a very saturated market that's been around a long time, there are ways to look at your business or service offering to really innovate in a market. And what we wanted to do is just plant that seed, that idea that as we go through the module, if you have your heart set to launch a particular product, if it is a new area, so VR or AR, augmented reality, that is going to grow massively in the next few years, or the metaverse, it might be the perfect time to launch your product and get it working so that as that really takes off, you benefit from the growth. But to launch an existing product in a very saturated market, which could be almost any product that you can think of, or in 2022, where we are now, to launch a new brand of smartphone when we already have iPhone, Samsung, and lots of different providers, it might be really difficult to do. That when Apple originally launched the first iPhone, it was a huge growth market that actually they created in some ways. But the idea of this video is just to have a conscious awareness of where in the product life cycle is your business. And then do we need to innovate in its brand positioning, which we talk about later, that we can make it stand out and make it an interesting offer that consumers buy into, but actually just have a conscious awareness of how we look at the timing in the market. If you want to launch a new business and you have no idea what it's going to be yet, the best thing to do is come up with an idea for something that you know is going to be big in 5-10 years, but actually get the product live, make it working. And this is what happened to Zoom, is that Zoom existed for 7 or 8 years before COVID hit, and then it really took off. But you have to do the groundwork before it's popular for it to kind of work. And that's the best place to time and launch your business. But every business is in a different position, but it's just having a conscious awareness of how important timing is and actually things that we can do to really help you navigate forward.